G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome to the first episode in a brand new series. It is going to be called the Rebuilding Series. 1 year ago, I decided to try something new. 1 year ago, I uploaded our first ever rebuild. For the pilot episode, I decided to rebuild Manchester United, and now the rest is history. Today, I decided that it would be a fun little throwback to go back to where it all started and rebuild Manchester United. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome back to another rebuild. The 1 year anniversary of our rebuild with Manchester United. The first ever rebuild on the channel. It has honestly been such an amazing year since I started this first rebuild. And when I started this series in February 2017, I had no idea how much it would change everything. So a big thank you to you guys for the support over the past 12 months. Don't worry, I'm still working on the forest green rebuild. It's just taking a very long time and I want to make it perfect. Hopefully this holds you over until we get it up. But anyways fellas, if you do go on to enjoy today's rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. And if you are new around here, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below for FIFA 18 career mode content on the regular. For those of you who have not seen a rebuilding challenge video yet, here are the rules. So the main objective of this is to take a team to the Champions League final. We will be simulating every single game up until the Champions League final, which we will play ourselves. We can make whatever transfers we like. Realistic, unrealistic, it does not matter. There's a big focus on the transfer window, only showing players that we sign. And finally, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. Let's get into the rebuild. So here is our starting 11 for the first season. Of course, a lot to change. We've got Sanchez in there, which is awesome, but if I'm looking at the squad, it's a really good squad. Only positions I'm going to look to change at the start will probably be to bring in a new world-class young attacking midfielder, maybe someone like Asensio, Dele Alli, although maybe Dele Alli isn't the best choice considering what happened on Twitter overnight. We're going to look to bring in maybe a new right back, might do that in season 2 if we can't win it this season. Centre back and a left back, really just get it all up to scratch. But anyways, let's get into the transfers. There it is fellas, we make our first signing for this Manchester United rebuild as we sign Stefan de Vrij from Lazio for £38.7 million. So we've gone ahead with another big name signing, another important signing. Maybe it'll happen in real life in the near future, but Dele Alli is joining us here at Old Trafford for £63.4 million. Two big player departures here. Number one, Juan Mata is off to Borussia Dortmund. He signs for £35.7 million. And number two, Zlatan Ibrahimovic goes back to Juventus, his former club in the Serie A. Pretty good money for a 35-year-old. We get £22.3 million for the Swede. And we're going to use the money we got from those two departures and put it towards bringing in a brand new left back, upgrading the left back spot, and bringing in Alexandro from Juventus, £53.6 million, a great picker. Clearing out the deadwood here to an extent. Marouane Fellaini off to Southampton for £9.2 million. Clearing out players so far to kick off this rebuild, getting the funds together to really build this side. Daley Blind, the Dutch left back, is off to Zenit St. Petersburg for £12.8 million. And we've upgraded every single position we spoke about upgrading. Joshua Kimmich joining us here at United from Bayern Munich for £48.5 million. We have done a madness. We have spent £82.4 million, absolutely milked our transfer budget, but we have brought in the Welsh wizard, Gareth Bale. I mean, Man City, our rivals, Pep Guardiola bringing in another Welshman, Ben Davies, but we out here bringing in Gareth Bale, boy. Gareth Bale, Ben Davies, Gareth Bale, Ben Davies. We signed Gareth Bale. I'm pretty hyped about signing Gareth Bale. Don't know if you could tell. And I mean, with the signing of Gareth Bale, our squad is looking pretty damn good. Very excited for a lot of these players to grow throughout this first season. Let's see if we get any more deals done. So, that was an absolutely crazy way to start off this Manchester United rebuild. Stefan de Vrij, Dele Alli, Alexandro, Joshua Kimmich, Gareth Bale in, Juan Mata, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Marouane Fellaini, and Daley Blind out. Our team is absolutely stacked. Let's go and check out our opening Champions League group, however. So here's our opening Champions League group stage. Of course, you would know this if you've seen the Manchester United career mode I did a few months ago. If you haven't seen that, check out the whole first season on the channel, but we have Bayern Munich, Spartak Moscow, and Celtic all in our group. Group C, can we qualify for the knockout rounds? Let's find out. We're going to simulate to the end of the group stages in 3, 2, 1. We did it, lads. Both us and Bayern Munich progressed to the knockout rounds of the Champions League quite comfortably. I mean, could we do it in the first season? I don't think I've ever completed a rebuild in the first season. And I mean, if we were to, Manchester United would be the team to do it. It would make sense considering this really doesn't need a rebuild. Man United really don't need a rebuild. It's just an honorary rebuild. It's an anniversary rebuild, so let's hope we can do it. But let's go and check out who we're facing in the last 16. And if you direct your attention to the bottom left-hand corner, you will see we have a very tough opponent in the last 16 as we take on Atletico Madrid. Alright, here we are on the 1st of January, just about halfway through the Premier League season, 2 games over halfway through, but we are in the title race. But the most important thing for me is to make sure we qualify for top 4 football just in case we don't win it this season. So Leicester 1 point ahead of us, Man City 7 points ahead of us, so mirroring real life in that aspect. And then looking at the relegation battle, Crystal Palace having a shocker start to the season like they did in real life. Bournemouth and Newcastle also in the drop zone. Well, that January window was definitely a stark contrast compared to what we had last transfer window. Not a single piece of business done. Holy moly, my voice just went really high. Oh well, let's forget about that. Let's get into our Champions League knockout games against Atletico Madrid. Well, that's not the news we were after. Alright, game time, fellas. The home leg, Old Trafford against Atletico Madrid. Now, we still have no Alexandro. He's out for quite a while, so Luke Shaw, the youngster, stepping up to the plate. Sanchez getting us a goal here in the 7th minute. It looks like they've signed themselves Arjen Robben, which is quite an odd transfer, but he's going to be a bit of a challenge for us. Diego Costa injured. Sanchez picking up the brace. Thank you, Alexi. Another goal would be awesome. Martial, 3-0. How good is that? I thought we were in for a real tough challenge, but we've got 3. No, they get an away goal. I was just about to say that we hadn't conceded an away goal, but still, 3-1, a result I would take. Alright, now this is going to be interesting. The away leg, taking on Atletico Madrid. We got a 3-1 advantage. We need to get an away goal nice and early though, because if they win this 2-0, they'll go through because of away goals rule, and that's not the start we were after at all. Antoine Griezmann now makes it 3-2. They just need another goal and then they will be through to the quarters. Come on, somebody step up for us. Somebody make us a little bit more comfortable. Pogba misses a penalty. No, Paul Pogba misses the penalty. Come on, 5 minutes to hold on. Okay, whew, deep sigh of relief. We're through to the quarterfinals in very, very stressful situations. Well, well, well. It is a Manchester derby for the quarterfinals of the Champions League. This is brilliant. Can we get past Pep Guardiola? Can we get past City? Can we book ourselves a semi-final spot for this season? Let's go and find out. Alright, Match day 1 is away at the Etihad. Only player missing for this game is going to be Nemanja Matic, but we can just replace him with Ander Herrera. Alexandro back in. We get an away goal in the 2nd minute. Sanchez has been on a mad one in today's episode. That is awesome to see. Half an hour into it, another away goal would be brilliant, but Heung-min Son, what a weird signing. Heung-min Son is going to equalize things here for Man City. A second away goal would make me feel so much more confident. There's 15 minutes to go. Come on, fellas. Are we going to? It doesn't look likely, but then Heung-min Son goes and gets them a goal in the 88th minute to give City a big advantage headed into the second leg. Alright, time for the home leg now. Do or die for us. Come on, fellas. If we win this 1-0, we go through because of the away goal we got. Sanchez in the... No, Aguero, damn it. All right, we need to score now. What an action-packed opening few minutes. 2 goals in 4 minutes. Man City have an away goal, so if they score another one, we are screwed. We need to score. Pogba, speaking of scoring, we score. Pogba makes it 3-1. My math is going to screw me up if they score a goal. Dele Alli red carded, but if we can hang on, we will be through to the quarterfinals of the semi-finals. Paul Pogba with the hat-trick. 4-1. We're through to the semi-finals. Yes, mate. So we're taking on our group stage opponent now in the semi-finals. We're taking on Bayern Munich for a chance to continue this awesome run we have been on in Season 1. Can we get to the Champions League final and give ourselves the opportunity to complete the rebuild for the first time ever across the past 12 months in the rebuild series in Season 1? Let's go and find out. Okay, leg number 1, away at the Allianz. Let's get away goals. Dele Alli out for this first leg through suspension, through the sending off he got last matchup. So Herrera goes into attacking midfielder. No, they score in the 9th minute. Oh, Matic goes into defensive midfielder, but they scored. Robert Lewandowski giving them the lead. They've brought in Nathaniel Klein. Herrera gets injured, so we have to rely on Jesse Lingard, but Lukaku gets us an away goal, which is definitely going to help us. Puts us in a better situation than last time, but Thiago makes it 2-1. Ah, dear lads. So we're in the same position we were last time against Man City. We need a big performance, a big second leg back at home. Alright, this is a big second leg. We need a very strong performance now. Back to full strength starting 11. Herrera's out on the bench, but we're not worried about him. We just need a big performance now. An early goal would be awesome. 1-0 would see us go through on away goals rule, just like the Man City second leg. If we could win 4-1 like we did against City, that would be awesome, but we need something to happen. Already I've got them vibes of it being one of those 0-all clashes, 0-0 clashes you get. 0-0 clashes. I've had it happen so much, and I think we're ready for another one, which is not going to be good. It's going to happen, isn't it, fellas? It's just going to happen. As soon as the opening, you can tell. You can tell what type of a game you're in for by the opening 25 minutes of a simulation. We're eliminated one step from the Champions League final in season number 1. So here we are at the end of the Premier League season, and my god, we had a fall from grace in the second half of the season. Man City run away with it. This could be what the table looked like. I'm not even kidding. This top 5 looks like it could be from this season. Man City run away with it with Chelsea, Spurs, United, Arsenal, and Liverpool to an extent, chasing for the top 4 spots. I mean, if you swapped around Liverpool and maybe Spurs or Arsenal, that would be very realistic. But we have qualified for next year's Champions League. I think we qualify for it for the qualifiers. So we have to go through the qualifying matches first, I believe. So that's not ideal, but hopefully we get another crack at it next season. Bournemouth, Crystal Palace and Newcastle all stay in the drop zone and go down to the Championship. In the FA Cup, we were eliminated in the round of 16 by the eventual winners in Spurs. And again, eliminated in the round of 16 of the Cup by the eventual winners Chelsea, this time the Carabao Cup. Not a good season domestically at all. Again, 3rd time's the charm. knocked out of a cup by the eventual winners. This time, the round of 16 by Bayern Munich. They did defeat Barcelona 2-1 in the final. And Hertha Berlin do defeat Basel in the Europa League final. So that is season number 1 done and dusted. We did well in the continental side of things, but domestically we did pretty damn bad. But let's add some more pieces to the squad and hopefully go a step further in season 2. So we start off season 2 of this Man United rebuild with a very bold transfer. We have raided Conte and we have stolen N'Golo Kante from Chelsea. We have signed the French midfielder for an absolute bomb. £83.4 million, a lot of money, but he's definitely going to help us on our quest to Champions League glory. So here we are in the playoff round of the Champions League, and it's not an easy task either. We have to take on Red Bull Salzburg, so we have real big intentions of winning it this year, the entire tournament, so it'd be quite embarrassing if we went out at this stage. We need to get away goals nice and early. Don't recognise too many of their players. I see Berisha, but I'm pretty sure it's not Bessa Berisha from the Melbourne victory. But Paul Pogba does get us an away goal, which is definitely what we're after. I'm going to simulate it here. 2-1, so Sanchez and Pogba stepping up. A player departure here. Antonio Valencia, the Ecuadorian, off to Bayern Munich. Got £9 million for him, which I think that's pretty decent for a 33-year-old. But anyways, best of luck, Valencia. Hopefully we don't run up against you in the Champions League this year. Alright, let's do it, fellas. This is the moment of truth. This is do or die. This is the definition of do or die. We get through the Champions League group stages as long as we don't lose. We are 2-1 up. Sanchez gets us a goal in the 4th minute. Let's simulate it. 3-0. Yes, boys. Bale, Sanchez, and Bailly all stepping up big time. We're into the group stages. So, a very, very quiet window in comparison to what we've had to start off last season, but it's been a very, very important one. Kante could be the difference between us getting through to the Champions League final or not getting through and losing to Bayern Munich in semi-finals. That's the difference, I think. Kante's arrival. So, this is what our starting 11 looks like. Now, I'm banking on Bailly growing a lot more this season. I'm hoping we can get him to the 86-87 range by the time we're hopefully in the final. Same thing with Dele Alli and De Vrij. But besides that, I'm pretty damn stoked with the side. I mean, this is a really, really, really strong side. So let's go and check out our Champions League group. We've been drawn into Group H this season of the Champions League. Monaco, Zenit, and Celtic are going to be our opponents. So I'm definitely interested to see how we go. I am definitely filled with confidence that we can get to the knockout rounds. Monaco are probably going to cause our biggest worries, but I think Celtic and Zenit definitely could give us a bit of a scare. So it's going to be interesting, but let's simulate to the end of the group stage now. We do what we couldn't do last season, and that's finish top of the group. Us and Monaco just absolutely tore the rest of the group to shreds. 15 and 11 points respectively. Zenit and Celtic 4 points each. Very happy with that. Let's have a bit of a gander at who we're versing in the round of 16. Hopefully it's not Atletico Madrid again. So it is not Atletico Madrid. They have a very tough opponent in PSG, but we're taken on Besiktas. Jared, come to Besiktas. And we're in a half-decent position here halfway through the Premier League season. Well, just about halfway through it. This year we're 18 games on the 1st of January, but 3 points off Tottenham. We just need, you guys know, I sound like a broken record if you've watched any of the other rebuilds. We just need a top 4 finish. That is all I want. Wolves, Norwich, and Huddersfield all in the relegation battle. So we've had a very bare window again. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I kind of just put my fingers in between my ears and just went straight through the window. I had a few offers that I was entertained by, a few that I had to think out, but ultimately I decided I want to have a proper go at winning with this squad. I mean, look at it. It is a top-notch squad where it's only going to get better for the meantime. I mean, if we don't win it this season, what's Sanchez now? 29, 30, 30. So Sanchez and maybe Bale might look to upgrade those positions next season if we don't win it, but the rest of the squad, it's insane. It is genuinely insane. Even the bench. I mean, look at that. We have Martial, Rashford, Matic, Lingard, all these low to mid-rated 80 players that can come in and do a job for us if we pick up injuries. So I'm very confident with the squad we have. Let's go and check out our round of 16 clash in the Champions League against Besiktas. Alright, let's do it, fellas. The goal is to get to the Champions League final. We start on the road, traveling to Turkey, taking on Besiktas. Can we get ourselves through? I know is it Ozbalis? Well, they got some decent player in there. They got Pepe, which is interesting. Chana Erkin. They do score though. Servi, is that the Argentinian left midfielder? That's insane. So they have the lead. Negredo, he's just come off. We need an away goal, and we get it through Gareth Bale. Come on, fellas. Somebody, they get another goal. What is happening? We are 2-1 down. Oh my, we are 2-1 down against Besiktas. An away goal at least, but that is not what I was expecting. This is going to be very interesting here. The home leg against Besiktas. We need a massive performance. We're 2-1 down. We've got the one away goal, but if we get eliminated by Besiktas, that'll be so embarrassing. Gareth Bale gets us off to the perfect start. And if it does stay this way, we go through due to away goals rule. Alexandro puts a big tick in our column. 2-0 up, a third goal here would just about secure our spot in the quarterfinals. Can somebody step up, or will it remain 2-0? I mean, Kante makes it 3-0. If they got an away goal, then they would have been in a great position. But we are 4-0 up, and we have absolutely dominated the Turkish side here in the second leg. We're through to the quarterfinals. So we're going to really see what we're made of here in the quarterfinals as we take on last year's runners-up, Barcelona. Barcelona, they're going to have peak Messi, they're going to have Suarez, I'm sure. Dembele's at a new level, Ter Stegen's going to be at a new level. They've probably brought in another amazing signing, so this is really going to be interesting. One thing I did notice, my eye just kind of veered off there. Bayern Munich got eliminated from Porto, so I find that very, very interesting. But regardless, let's get into it. Quarterfinals, Barcelona, Man United. Alright, the home leg now to start things off. Full strength starting 11. How are we going to go? Let's get some goals on the board. Let's keep a clean sheet. That is what we want. Who have they brought in? I forgot they signed Coutinho. I forgot all about that. They've got a real good side. Don't think they've added too much to it, but it is still an insane team. PK and Lukaku getting yellow cards. Bale with an injury, which is not what we were after. Come on, fellas. Somebody get us a goal here. There's about 20 minutes to go. Rashford stepping up, scoring big time off the bench. Is it going to be a 1-0 result? It's going to be a 1-0 result. Alright, we have a 1-0 lead, but now we have an extremely difficult task. A trip to Barcelona, a trip to the Camp Nou, one of the most beautiful stadiums in world football. We need an early goal here, not a yellow card. Messi ties the leg up, ties the tie, 1-0. Bale gets us an away goal. Okay, that is big. That is big because that makes it 2-1 in our advantage. Barcelona now need 2 goals in the second half if my math is correct. 20 minutes to go. My palms are sweaty. Let's go. 10 minutes. No, Suarez. No. Wait, yes. Okay, we go through. I was like doing a little bit of last minute math, scrambling, but we have gone through. 2-1 in this leg, but 1-0 in the first leg to us. The away goal from Bale gets us back to the semi-finals. Manchester City in the Champions League semi-finals. The Manchester Derby. We got the wood over them last year. Can we do it again this year? Whew. Can we get ourselves through to the Champions League final, where we will hopefully face either Juventus or Real Madrid? Man City have had a very tough road to this spot, as have we, but they have taken down PSG and they have taken down Monaco. Can we end their run? Let's find out. Alright, so we've got a bit of a road hurdle, a bit of a road bump ahead of us for the first leg. Dele Alli out through suspension. Jesse Lingard comes in for his place. Let's hope we can dab on them. Sanchez, first minute, get in there, son. That is what we want. The home leg now. They've still got Heung-min Son, but he's been pushed to the bench. Do they have anybody else besides that? Kimmich makes it 2-0. Whew, okay, fellas. This is going to plan so far. Half an hour to go, just can't afford to concede the away goal like we did, like when we were in the away leg last time. We were 2-0 down, we got the away goal. Pogba 3-0, but Silva gets them an away goal. 3-1, pretty decent. I'll cop it. Let's get to the second leg. Alright, we get Dele Alli back for the second leg, but we are having Eric Bailly suspended. Phil Jones comes in to replace him. Hopefully Jonesy can do a bit of a job for us at the back. We just can't concede. I'm not too fussed about scoring as long as we do not concede. And we're in a good position. Let's just make sure we don't get any injuries. Sterling, goal in the 19th minute. So what's that make it? 3-2. Shit, if they get another goal, then they're going through an away goals rule. Aguero makes it 2-0. No. Somebody get us an away goal. Wait, are we 3-1 up? De Vries sent off. We're 3-1 up. It's 3-all now. Martial in the 87th minute. My heart was beating. 2-1. We're through to the Champions League final, but no Stefan De Vries and maybe no Dele Alli. That is not good. So, in the Champions League final, we will be taking on Juventus. Their run to the final has been a difficult one, knocking down the giants Real Madrid in the semi-finals, Porto in the quarter-finals, and Marseille in the round of 16. Of course, we have taken down Manchester City, Barcelona, and Besiktas. It's going to be a clash of the Titans. Checking out the other tournaments, Chelsea did go on to win the Europa League 4-1 over Inter. We have qualified for next season's Champions League, thankfully, but we finished 4 points shy of Tottenham, who go on to win the Premier League. Fair play, Tottenham. Looking down the other end of the table, Watford, far out, Watford got relegated. Huddersfield and Norwich also relegated. That is interesting. We managed to win the FA Cup 2-1 over Derby. In the process, we took down Chelsea, Leeds United and Liverpool. But unfortunately, we weren't able to do the same in the Carabao Cup. Must have got eliminated in like the first or second round. But anyways, fellas, let's have a look at our squad report. Hopefully, fingers crossed for the last time. Also, can I point out something? I've received an abundance of comments saying that I look like Joel Pereira. I just don't see it, but okay. This is what our side looks like, a very strong one. You'd expect that in this sort of rebuild. I mean, obviously this rebuild wasn't one where the club's been doing crap and they need to get good again. This is a rebuild just in memory, just in an anniversary commemorating the first year of rebuilds. Hopefully there's plenty of rebuilds to come, but this has been an interesting rebuild nonetheless. Bit of a fun one, take the pressure off and just have a little bit of fun after recording so much with Forest Green on the side. I'm going to give Alexis Sanchez our player of the episode if we do manage to win today. But let's get into it. The Champions League final, Manchester United versus Juventus.
Chasing the speed of sound, got me mesmerized. This light in your eyes has got me hypnotized. Motionless, lost in your direction. Crowded room with you in my perspective. Me and you, a composition waiting to be. We're all until get lost in the fantasy.
Juventus versus Manchester United. The rebuild that never really had to happen. Let's get into it. Kante, going to Pogba. Let's go for a Paul Pogba long shot. He misses, but worth the attempt. Oh, took a deflection. I didn't even notice that. So we're going to get the corner here. Paul Pogba puts it in. Gareth Bale! How has Buffon saved that? Oh my god. That was an absolute rocket. Look at that. If that wasn't right at him, we would be in front. We're going to try it again. Second time lucky, perhaps. Paul Pogba in there. This time it's Bailly, but he misses horribly. They're in the box here. Bernardeschi up against Phil Jones. Goes back to Bala. Near post misses. Thank the Lord for that. Bernardeschi running down the line. Across the face of the goals. We can't clear it. They're on here, but thank God Pjanic missed that one. Honestly, gameplay since the patch has been doing my head in. I am struggling to enjoy this game. Alright, we got the free kick here. Paul Pogba, 36 yards out against his former side. Hits the free kick, but it's straight into the fucking wall. But Paul Pogba wins the ball back. Puts it across. Back post. Sanchez hits the bloody crossbar. Oh, man. Pogba's running. Playing it over the top to Sanchez. We need somebody. Where is somebody in the box? Sanchez puts the ball in there. Win it, Lukaku. Save from Buffon. He's having a screamer. Ah, it's a beautiful ball through to Pulisic. Takes it straight past our defense. Thank God De Gea read that. We're just passing it around here. Hoping for the best. Hoping for an opening. We had an opening there with Dele Alli. We go out to Sanchez. Sanchez, nice movement to get into the box. I see Lukaku. Please, Lukaku. Yes! Lukaku. 67th minute. That is so much weight off my shoulders. I thought that we just weren't going to score in this final. Honestly, the patch has been so hard to play with. But we finally find an opening through Lukaku. Beautiful ball. Lovely finish. And we have the lead. Cedric going to Miralem Pjanic. We're just defending here. Can't let them have the long shot. De Gea makes a good save. They do have the corner here, though. Juventus. We can't give up the lead after only having it for a few minutes. I don't know what that attempt was, but they missed, thankfully. Stuff here. Oh, Dele Alli. Nice moves to beat the defender. Thought we were in big trouble there. Now it's Lukaku. Going through Dele Alli. Sanchez finesses. I wanted to finesse off the right foot, but instead he tries to finesse it off the left. And Buffon makes the save. If they score here in the 90th minute, I will cry. They've gone through to Dybala. Just get that De Gea. Yes, De Gea brings it in. We're just going to wind down the clock now. There it is. We win the rebuild in one of the most frustrating games of FIFA I have ever played. 1-0 victors against Juventus. Romelu Lukaku's goal is the difference. But fellas, that is going to conclude our 1-year anniversary special of the rebuild series. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you leave a like on the video as per normal. Make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. And check out my social media links, all that good stuff linked down below. But most importantly, fellas, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been JarradHD here. Enjoy the title celebrations. I am out. Peace.
To the ocean, swallow me up in one motion. Though she's my queen, I show devotion. Where's my lifeline, Mr. Bosun? I ain't ready to let go now. I ain't ready to let go. I ain't ready to let go. I ain't ready to let go now. Ready to let go now. Ready to let go now. If I slip into the ocean, swallow me up in one motion. Though she's my queen, I show devotion.